Friends and colleagues, thank you for being here. It means that you are acknowledging that we are faced with a serious challenge in our country, a catastrophe of unabatingly high levels of violence. This has huge costs and impacts in our society.
The Civilian Secretariat's journey with VCP started in 2012. At the outset, it was obvious the intent of the program was to address crime and violence prevention. The way in which the program was conceptualized was very clever. At a provincial level, we had the Department of Community Safety, but most importantly, we had the mayors from a few municipalities who were involved in the program.
Violent crimes are an obstacle to investment in our country. So I foresee that South Africa, wherein business now comes back and invests in fighting crime together with government.
Violence and crime destroys everything, destroys lives, destroys families, destroys society, destroys women, girls, men, destroys an economy.
I think today was important in that the 7-8 years of VCP2 highlighted how important, how critical, how the right role players were brought together, and that it could culminate in us now talking about piloting the white paper on safety and security.
I, as Vitoko Salomo, the Junior Provincial Commissioner of Gauteng, I can contribute to making my community safe by engaging with young leaders in schools to come up with programs that will solve the problems that we face in our community, safety related.
For the first time, violence has been prioritized at the highest level of office in South Africa. President Ramaphosa called a summit in 2018, signed a declaration demonstrating his commitment to violence prevention, which also includes the National Strategic Plan that is currently being developed on gender-based violence and femicide.
Gender-based violence is an expression or an exertion of power dynamics, and those power dynamics play themselves out in a multitude of different ways.
Gender-based violence is a national crisis. Everything that you do in this country has to demonstrate that.
And to see lower violence levels in South Africa, there must be a radical shift in how state resources are spent in our country. And the reasons that we have been putting resources in the wrong places, and we need to start investing in our children. Parenting programs can work, and they've proven to work here in our country, and they've been developed here in our country by our own organizations.
With VCP going to the third phase now, we've got to see what the other phases have done, and the fruits of those endeavors that involved a whole lot of stakeholders.
This makes me confident that we go together with you and even many other partners through a successful third phase. This is a big privilege to have such a base of partnership for such a project. I would like to thank you.
As SAPS, we had a long engagement with GIZ over a number of years now. They've assisted us with various projects focusing on violence prevention. They've assisted us in terms of supporting our youth development, particularly the Junior Commissioner project, which is the project that is very, very close to our heart.
We recognize that South Africa needs something big to happen, and that we need people who think big to get it done.
It's important for youth to come in such occasions because they will be open and showing and telling us what more can be added in order to make them pursue their dreams.
Engaging men and boys is about creating preventative mechanisms so that men will hold each other accountable, committing acts of violence and assaults against women and girls.
It's important for youth to take part in their communities, just like it's being said in the white paper. It's all about people taking action in their communities.
Prevention of crime should happen in my house. The mere fact that I'm stealing electricity from Eskom is a crime. So if the community participation can be really come from the ground and be inclusive, then it will gain the respect it deserves.
So it's important for you to take part in such programs so that they can be open and tell us and show us what more can be added in order to making them to pursue their dreams, to pursue their talents. So we need more facilities for the youth.
But as far as today is concerned, we are very, very excited with this process and the dialogue that we have had throughout the day, from the afternoon up to now. We listened to various stakeholders, particularly from our civilian secretariat in terms of the white paper on safety and security, which is one of the policy documents that will be driving us going forward beyond today. So we are very much excited and will continue to work together to make sure that our country is safe.